Jumping right into it, man. I got my guy Zam, aka Buck, in the building. What's up, bro?
What's good, my boy? Good to see you.
Man, good to see. Am I muted? My joint? Yeah, good to see you too, man. Miami wins last night, 123 to 116.
hmm
Um, Obviously, Jimmy Buckets drops 35. What's your take from the game last night? I don't know how much of it you caught, but I'm sure you caught the highlights by now. What do you think about this series so far with Jimmy doing his thing?
I think they let Jimmy get too comfortable. Like Jimmy get to pick who he want on him, come off the screen, analyze the whole play, and then attack. I think
Right,
you force him to make plays faster because
right.
let him play at his pace. It's over with. And
Mhm.
then as far as Tatum, I think Tatum gonna have to like last night. Tatum had a couple of little drop off lobs that he could have gave to Williams, but he ain't
Right,
making forcing it to the rim.
right.
Tatum just need to take what they giving him.
Uh,
Take what he giving him, whether it's the pass, the shot, the midi, the deep
right,
ball. Trying to take what he, but he
right.
good to do that. But sometimes,
Well, what do you? But then if he wasn't doing that, would we be saying, "Oh man, he should be more aggressive," or you know what I mean? Like, because you gotta pick your poison. I almost would rather have him doing that, excuse me, than being too passive or like dropping it off too much. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. Like sometimes it's about just making the right play too. So,
right?
Tatum and Brown did combine for 52 points. I think Brown had 22 points. And bro, when I had the stat sheet pulled up, I'll pull it up here real quick on my phone. But even with us talking about Tatum, I think Tatum was like 9 for 17, which is like over 50% from the field, which is not bad.
Shot.
He was efficient from three also. Um, it's kind of like for me, I have to be okay with uh that. I think one of the big factors that before we get to that, one of the big factors that I saw both teams had 30 off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
think Malcolm Brogdon and one more guy had 15. They only played 8, and then Miami had 4 guys that played, and it was kind of split up. Lowry had a bit of it, and somebody else had 19 that I didn't expect to have 19, but nonetheless, both benches had 30, but this was a big kicker for me. Miami shot 52% from three. I think Boston shot about 34, 35, which isn't bad, but 52 is incredible because I think they took 31 threes.
mm-hmm.
So it's just I think this series is gonna I do think this series will go to 7 games. I think it'll go to 7 games. I think it'll be a lot of back and forth. I take Boston. The only reason why I say that is because of if Tatum and Brown. I take Boston because of the players, but I take as crazy as this is gonna sound, but I take Miami because of the coaching. If
I
that
understand.
makes sense.
I understand. So if adjustments have to be made, you taking Miami. But if Tatum and Brown do what they supposed to, you taking the Celtics.
Just because with like look at how he closed that series out. I even heard there was a word that he allegedly said, I'm scoring 50 next game. Also, you know how Curry, like how he did with his 50, he
Mm-hmm.
had a group text with his team and was like, leave your emotions at home if you ain't mentally ready to stay. You know what I mean? He talked this trash and to his group, to his team, and then went out and did his thing. So, but Jimmy is relentless like that as well. So, I don't know.
I think Tatum gonna be the reason why Boston win. I mean, we know that. Tatum. Like last night, I said he was attacking. I'm not telling him not to attack, but he was attacking and running over Bam for no reason. Like Bam clearly showing you his numbers and his chest. He coming across the paint. That means Robert Williams at the rim by himself. You feel me? Like I'm not telling him not to attack. He's attacking. Keep attacking.
Right.
But when you see Bam show his numbers all the way across the paint, yo, you gotta drop that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Fair enough.
He would have been 9 for 15 because he did that twice back to back. And I
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he cold Tatum cold. He got the whole bag that we been had.
Right.
And he it's just okay to use that bag every time now.
What are
And,
your what are
and
your thoughts on Brown? I'm actually Tatum is, because he's 6'9", 6'10", I'll take if I was starting a franchise, I probably would start it with Brown though.
Brown cold, man. Brown he just not 6'10". You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. You can't
you can't teach height. Yeah,
all of that at 16. Got everything that Brown got.
True. Well, you know what? The only problem that I had with Tatum before this year, he has gotten better with it. But Tatum to me, he would over dribble. Like he would start 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he'll go into his move. But now he's starting more triple threat. You know, he says Kobe is one of his idols. Well, now he's playing more in that Kobe realm where he's catching, facing up, making sound decisions, and then, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing where I think he's been more efficient that way too this year.
Yeah, quick kills. You know, when you get the ball and you get right into what's next instead of the whole setup. You don't have to set up until
the setup. Once I run off 12 straight, now I can, you know what I mean?
There we go. You know how you a killer. Like you get buckets, I clip. Like you know when it's time. Everybody know when it's time to put on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get efficient. We get what we can out of the offense first. And if I'm cooking, look out.
Yeah. Then it's up, right?
Yeah, you already know. Extra cheese.
This is just a short little clip of you know, some of the highlights from last night. And, you know, we can kind of stop it and go as we take a look. But high paced game. I think it'll be both teams are somewhat defensive minded, so I think it'll be a very high pace but defensive minded, high paced game. Meaning, like how out of this position, how they'll get steals to fast break, you know, dunks. Come again.
Al Horford try to get his Kevin Love on.
Right. This is what you mean. You know, look how Jimmy Butler gets to that next level.
He's so comfortable,
so easy.
Look, man, we can look at. Look, I'm chilling.
Right.
No pressure. No help. Lay him.
So I don't know what part of the game this was. The scoreboard's out of the screen, but you know he's attacking. Maybe he's attacking because Brown had some fouls or something like that. Tatum is out of the screen, but he hit a 3 at the top of the key right here.
No dribbles.
He decided to keep the mask on.
Check. Hey, now I made a post about this earlier on my Instagram. Watch how when he comes off the screen, he kind of like just walks into the jump shot, like, you know, kind of like drill work.
Yeah, he got who he want. Look, he got who he want. It's like, man, yeah, all right, bro.
Playing out of his mind, shooting over 50.
Come on, man.
Hey, look at him. Look at Williams. Is like, what? Like, he tripping, bro. Look, the bench. He right in front of the bench.
He too comfortable, man. Nobody's shooting shots like that under pressure. This is
a playoff. This is a mid-season shot, you know?
Yeah. We don't even get shots like that in pickup. Look, chilling. Easy.
Who left it? Wide open, inside out 3.
We don't leave corners.
Right. But they bailed him out though, because it's like he jumping and spinning, make him take that tough turnaround. Like who is that? Brown? Brown does that sometimes though. Like he might because he's trying to go get that athletic steal. So like if you see him right here, everybody's in a good position. Smart is denying Adebayo. Brogdon has his Brogdon had I'm sorry about that.
Boxes and elbows.
Yeah, you know, everybody kind of locked in. So it's like, you know, once you go here,
I'm letting him shoot that. You're gonna have to take,
especially with Williams on him.
Yeah. Left shoulder. Nah, that's a tough shot to make. He dropping dimes. Marcus been dimes.
Yeah, you know what? And I can tilt my hat to Marcus Smart, because he's kind of had to take somewhat of a back seat to those two. Because at first he was kind of trying to compete with them. I remember like 2 years ago he was like, "Yeah, they taking all the shots," but I'm like, they're the better players.
Yeah, you got to
not that he can't take shots. It's just you get the leftover shots. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and then make good plays, and you're gonna keep a job.
Boom.
What is Cody Zeller doing?
Yeah, well, I don't know what he was thinking about.
He was- no,
Now Al Horford. Now, so that's just vet play. How we tell play. Look, he set up the flare screen on Malcolm Brogdon, who's decent. So now his eyes are here, and Smart already sees it. Smart already sees that's too much space. Because even if you give it to him, and with him starting to help, like already it's too late. Yeah, he's done for. Like he hasn't taken his eye. He hasn't checked the ball once.
yeah. Marcus Smart did a good job, and that's a good play right there because the weak side is occupied.
Right, that flare screen action.
Yeah, he occupied.
We'll watch the setup of it again. So Brown is coming down in transition. I think that's Lowry that he's guarding. That's guarding Smart. Good cut. So that's like a fake screen and slip. Right in that pocket. So yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts, man? I mean, do you think Jimmy can average 30? You think both Tatum and Jimmy will average 30 this series?
Yeah. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals and playoff Jimmy is a thing. And Jason Tatum said, I'm humbly one of the best players in the world. It got to be 30, minimum 30s. So both of them going to show up. It's going to come down to your boy for real, though, Brown. What can Brown do for you?
I think Brown is definitely a piece.
Huh? They can't guard him. They can't. Playing them, like everybody on him is too small.
Right.
On Miami, he's bullying them. He ain't even making moves. He just going.
Right.
They need to let him play point. Just bring it down. Get off a ball screen. Pick and pop with Tatum. He just need to have a ball.
I think Malcolm Brogdon is a big piece too because he had 15. If he can give you a 22 games out of this series, I think that's because Brown is going to score 20 plus every game. Because he'll have the shot volume to do it. But I think Malcolm Brogdon is a big piece because the Celtics only played 8 players.
White and Brogdon, I combine them together with their stats. They just another person because they do really the same type of stuff.
Yeah.
They do the same type of stuff.
Brogdon's a little bit more like, he was somewhat of a franchise guy in Indiana.
You don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch him go to work. When he get the ball, even Celtics fans yell out pass. We don't want to see that. Get that up. Hit open threes, attack and kick. Don't get into.
I like him as that. I like him in his role better than being a go-to guy for sure.
Definitely. You like him or White with the ball in their hand. If they in the game together, who you want to have the ball? Because both
probably it could go either way. I mean, I feel like I think just out of being biased, he's a Georgia guy, so I guess being biased in that way. I can respect. I watch him work out very like serious in his workouts, nothing fancy. He's kind of I don't want to say a robot, but he plays kind of very, you know what I mean?
In a small little robotic box.
Right.
So I know you really don't like that because your bag is not robotic box at all.
Yeah, because it's I'm a read guy. I come out basic and then you read and react. Which is I think how the game. The game has to be played that way, or else to me it wouldn't be fun.
Mm-hmm. But you got plenty counter work. You keep it basic until
but that's a count. But see, counters come from being basic.
Once you see two of them things going, then that hezzy coming out. Everything.
Well, see, to me, the hezzy is a rhythm shot. I don't even. Some people look at that as like a move. To me, that's just a rhythm shot. Like that's me, like slide step. You know what I'm saying? Because I might blow by you and try to take off too.
The hezzy set up everything else. It really do.
That's skip step.
If you got it in both hands, then you got an 8-piece because. You gotta have counters that have counters, left and right hand. 4 times 2, 2P, 8.
Since I got you on here, I got a few minutes before I got to slack about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at I got the Nuggets highlights up here too, but the highlights that I have are just Bron, AD, and Jokic. Let's take a look at. We'll look at AD first. We'll go Bron, and we'll finish off with Jokic since he had the better game in the win.
A quick question because I seen this discussion somewhere on my phone group chats. They talking Jokic or Embiid?
Man, boy, oh boy, my heart. See, let me explain. With Jokic and Giannis is in the same category. I have a love-hate relationship with them because they don't play how I like for people to play. And that's not it, the game doesn't revolve around me, but I like skill. I like the Devin Bookers and the Lillards. I like that type of stuff. All of this unorthodox run you over and run funny is weird, but I can't deny how great he is. Embiid does what I like, but then sometimes he settles. Like he doesn't say, well, wait, first off, I'm 7 feet 275. Let me score 20 just around the basket too. Jokic does that, Also, too, Embiid doesn't get the ball off the rim and bring it up. He normally passes it up because he wants to jog up the floor to get into offensive position. Jokic will box you out, get the rebound, push it up, and all the way to the basket and dime to the corner. You know what I'm saying? So the point center set up instead of the point big or the shooting big, more so to say. Embiid is more of a shooting big, and Jokic is more of a point big, meaning like he facilitates, he scores. Because the point guard of today is me and you of the world. We were kind of ahead of our time because what we want you to do. Like, no, I can make plays. If I score the ball, that absolutely is going to open up the shooter. Now that's the concept of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's just how, I don't know. That's how guards and bigs have to be. That's how guards have to be. That's what the number one pick is going to be. So with all that being said, I think because of what he can do, I have to go Jokic. And the fact that he can do it and give you the triple-double efficiently and consistently. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me give you the other side. So, being unorthodox and being able to take it off the rim and push it and make a play trumps what Embiid does well on the other end, which is he defends, he rebounds, he blocks shots. Because Jokic don't do none of that. Because we can pull up a film, or I can cut it myself and show you. This man got 47 and 24 on his head from Embiid 3 months ago.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not. I mean, well, see,
on his head.
At the end of the day, I'm not. All I do is tilt for an offensive performance like that. I tilt my hat. I can't deny. I'm not a Pat Beverly type of guy. Like, I'm not a defensive guy. I look at the art of scoring. So it's like, for me, I have to tip my hat to that. But then when you look at body of work, I mean, I think with what Jokic does over the extended parts of the season, like Russell Westbrook is in the same category as him. Russell Westbrook is me and your size. Point, like, so that's showing you. I'm not saying that he shouldn't play. He's not a great defender. He isn't. But he can affect shots. He's not a shot blocker, more so to say. But at the end of the day, bro, I think that Embiid has been injury prone. Jokic hasn't been out as much. So when I look at that as well, that's a factor for me. And I'm speaking from particularly a GM. You get what I'm saying?
What you gonna put your money down with? What you gonna start a team with? What you want to build around? That's what you. That's
with me looking at body of work.
That's GMO. Yeah,
I'm not. So if I'm saying from a fan standpoint, if I was playing, if I say playing 2K, I would go Embiid. If I'm saying building an organization to make I'm a billionaire and I want to make more, I'm gonna go Jokic. Listen to me, bro. I hate to say this, but I gotta go off of what I see, and I'm like, damn, he's so effective. Like, before 5 rebounds. It was like 5 rebounds in 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I look at that, like, sometimes, like, and another thing that Michael Porter Jr. said in an interview, he was like, man, one thing about Jokic, his emotions never change. I see Embiid's emotions go up and down. He's unhappy, and we need more shot. yo, we can't do it by ourselves. Man, you was 5 for 18, bro.
Trash.
And I'm not, and we have our off nights. I'm a player first before
Mhm.
any of this microphone stuff. It's like, well, I'm a hooper first and foremost. So I'm not mad at a bad game, but I don't want to hear you complaining about it.
Especially saying that you need more help when you the MVP and other people outplayed you in a game.
Right.
You shouldn't be saying nothing. I
Right.
believe in that too. I don't believe in like when I'm talking about Embiid, we talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a 7-footer with guard feet.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Everything the guards got, he got.
I love it.
Plus, he 280 pounds, and he will manhandle you when he see fit. He demands a triple team.
You know what it is with Jokic. Jokic is like, bro, Jokic gives you just a little bit of taste of like, because it's over with for the old big, like the retro big man is over. The Shaquille O'Neals of the world, like those guys. When I see that in college, I'm like, oh yeah, he'll be good. He's gonna make a lot of money overseas. They be like, what? You don't think he can be a pro? I'm like, well, he doesn't really shoot the three well, and he's undersized, and he only goes back to basket. Look at the game, bro. Like from high school up, huh?
Like the dude from North Carolina, that type of big.
Which one?
The big that was supposed to be nice, but I don't think he that nice.
Oh, you talking about the one that went back to school?
What's his name? Bangkok?
I don't know. He the one that's like got the rebound, all the rebound record for UNC.
That's an overseas
great player, but he will probably get rich overseas. But there's a team that'll draft him, but I don't think he'll stick only because he's not a catch and shoot three guy. He don't bring the ball up. Like, bro, name a big that's if you're not like that, you got to be a freak blocking shots, Hakeem Warwick, type of dude.
I'm on the same page. I just wanted to name a player.
Absolutely.
He definitely back.
Yeah, because it's like you just think about the evolution of like Victor Wembanyama is about him getting drafted at number 1, and like they're celebrating it already because they know obviously Tony Parker went there. San Antonio loves to draft foreign players. When I think about that, it's like, oh, they know. Well, I understand why they're celebrating, but think about what that does for the big man. It's like this dude is 7'3". He's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't go back to the basket.
He shoots step back, miss and dunk.
Man.
Oh, bro. I don't think I did that on a goal that was lowered. Like shot a step back and then ran off the rim in a real game.
Yo. Hey, let's check out AD highlights, man. This is nuts, bro.
Well, that's the perfect example of the difference. Gordon goes inside, blocked by Davis, the leading shot blocker in the playoffs. Schroeder runs to the corner, hesitated a moment, then nails the three. Anthony Davis.
That's tough.
That's very tough.
That's tough.
Nice move to get away from Murray. Thought he got hit as well. What a great shooter he is.
Hold up. Oh,
he
traveled.
They called travel. I said he didn't know. Let's look at where he pick up because he was hitting with the 1, 2.
Let me see that right off the in and out. Did he pick it up right away?
I think he bobbled it. Right there. Now he got possession of it because Jokic hit it. 1, 2.
Bobbled it, it would have looked better. But he got to go. He got to go in and out over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to go over the top with that.
Catch and shoot for their center. Christian Brown, a rookie from Kansas, has checked in. James goes down the lane, inside, lays it up and in.
Too easy. Too easy.
Are we trying to find some room? Jokic, blocked by Davis.
That was tough.
Out of here, man.
Yeah, he had 3 blocks. He's leading the playoffs in blocks.
His third rejection. Great defense again from Davis. Why are you laughing? Just funny. Schroeder's pass deflects, but it goes to Davis.
Cash. So, AD did his thing, but he had 10 rebounds, which you look at the stat sheet, you're like, oh, man, that's solid. But old boy had 21. 17.
First quarter.
Huh?
Jokic had 10 boards in the first quarter, I think.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy. He
Right.
different. It just don't look right. But it
It
worked.
don't look right. And you know, what I will say, I always wonder about the longevity of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
Because it
always
looked
wonder about
like
that.
it hurt. Every step he take look like it hurt. You
Like
got
it's like it sounds like when he run, it's a noise.
yeah.
It sound like a whoopee cushion. All right, here we go. So Bron, 26, 12, 9 for 16. You know, everybody talked about the 3 that he took. I'm not, for me, I'm not mad at it. I know, everybody was like he was off, but defender was back. He felt confident. He's the best scorer in the game. I'm a Kobe guy, so I'm a huge. I think LeBron is a great player. But he's the greatest scorer in the world. I think I'm okay with him taking a step in 3. Why not, right?
He open, even if he's not open. He felt like he could make it because he took it. Shit, I'm riding with it.
26 points, 12 rebounds. Let's see what Bron.
More shot attempts.
Austin Reeves at three-pointer. That shot won't go. Rebound, LeBron James goes right inside and lays it up and in.
How amazing is it how explosive this guy still is, man?
Year 20, bro, and a year 20 of playing 100+ games a year though. I'm close to it.
It's fascinating. And that's big, man. Shot block to a transition 3.
You gotta that right away. Wait, no.
Hey, hopefully Schroeder won't mess up the bag this time.
Man, what happened to Malik? He can't shoot no more?
I don't know. I think playoff time they just cut it down to a certain limit that they think they can trust. And if you ain't in that bunch, you're gonna be,
that's tough.
A lot of hand claps off the glass.
Yo, Austin Reeves be hooping. He don't even look like he's supposed to be doing that.
Christian Brown, the rookie from Kansas, has checked in. James goes
we seen it.
inside, lays it up and in. Got Murray on him, look at the post.
He just gonna walk him down. Take a look at those. Look at the defense, bro. It's like everybody, that's 5 guys watching him. He's just gonna walk him down and drop step. And they got the baseline guys. It's crazy how like the defensive 3 is just like you can't go over there. So watch how he drop step. The easiest basket ever.
They put the big at the top and left everybody small on the bottom. So if the help comes from the bottom, then it's nothing.
Right. It'd be crazy because it's like, honestly, I'd be like, dang, I want Bron to play like that every time. I know that's not how it goes, but
hey, Lou, I'm gonna be honest. If it's me, I'm going to that block every time, and I'm gonna say, hey, Lou, I want that shooter who gonna throw it to me because they can't leave you. Don't leave. When you pass it to me, do not leave. And then I'm going to work. I'm going to work every time. They're gonna have to help.
Yeah.
Why not? I wouldn't run nothing. They have nobody who can do nothing about that. Nobody strong enough.
Bron the GOAT though, man.
Why don't he just do it and just win this series just like that? I wouldn't do nothing. I go pick and roll. I'll be the roll man every time I'm gone.
Right.
Throw it here.
Who's the best? What's the best high school talent? Before we get out of here, what's the best high school talent that you've seen lately up in South Carolina?
Man, I'm just gonna keep it at he not here no more, but he from here. Jay Gort.
Where did he go at?
Gortman, OTE Elite.
Oh, okay.
He from the crib. Yeah, he from down here.
Oh, okay.
Man.
What position did he play?
1-2.
Okay.
I'm talking about, you know how we came out?
Mm.
Yeah, he one of them. He
Okay.
come from that cloth. I don't stamp, but shit, I don't stamp a lot of people. But this dude, it ain't nothing messing with that. Nothing. I'm talking about he got the whole bag. He got the over the top D-Wade. He got the pound runaway, the 1-2-3 shot.
Right.
on everything you work on, everything you had, everything you did, he got it.
Right.
Got that shit.
So I'm gonna start. That's something that I'm actually gonna start doing interviews in person. But I got my camera back now. I'm gonna start interviewing players, like high school players. Obviously I've already interviewed the NBA players and stuff, but I'm gonna keep that going. And we're gonna start trying to especially because Atlanta's kind of like a hub of travel teams and tournaments. Like there's a big tournament this weekend. I'm gonna start it this weekend. And then I got some wireless mics coming in June where I'm gonna mic up some kids and stuff like that. And that's what we'll do. Been talking to Amo, like we'll make a thing of it because we can do Georgia and South Carolina. We can mic up kids.
Dope.
Yeah, because it's like it'll be
time for stuff like that too. It's time.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing with the creative athlete, man. Just trying to keep evolving it. Sat down in the studio. Shout out to my guy Trav. I'll start shooting in there. I'm gonna try to get Damon Stoudemire and Persian to come in. Persian agreed to come on the show like this, but now that I got the studio, next week I'm gonna try to see can they come through, man, just to try to tip it off.
That'll be dope.
Get it in, man.
And keep that player coach, keep that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because at school, especially in the school that you go to, or that you.
Well, see, that's the thing. See, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm gonna try to cover them some. So it's like seeing could I come to some of the practices, interview some of the players, really start, getting it in like that. I think that'll be dope because it's, like I said, it's my alma mater, and and like I said, I want to hop in the whip too, man. We can do South Carolina the same way. USC. Y'all got did that kid stay there? Y'all had a freshman that was nice.
I think Gigi out of here.
He taking out.
Gigi out of here.
Hey, you trying to go get the bag?
Man, them boy, it's one purpose. It's one goal.
NIL, you can get, man, you can be patient and get in the
NIL. From our school like that, I don't think. I'm not sure.
That's a school problem because, bro, it's schools that are like Duke has a person in there that's an NIL manager that manages the deals for these young men and women.
We got that, but I ain't been around to see. I could talk to the right people. I don't want to say we don't, but I don't know.
Like there's a player that I know that, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he has a couple offers, and like some of the offers are based off of like we have your offer, but your NIL deal value will be about $250,000. It'll be about $30,000 per month. Like, come on, bro. So like, why would I be in a rush to take a risk of the unknown?
I wouldn't go.
Yeah, like you heard Angel Reese. Angel Reese was like, "Nah, I'm good." She got like, she had a deal, a swimsuit deal, $1.4 million with ESPN.
Bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine if we?
She just bought a Benz for her birthday. I admire her though. Shout out to Angel Reese, man. Daph's supposed to come on. Daph is at LSU. Shout out to Daph, man. Daph, hey, look, I'm gonna post this. Hey, put some pressure on Daph for me, but man, tell her I've been trying to. She's too big time for me now.
Hey, Daph.
Damn, Daph, what's up, man?
We was here from the beginning. From the beginning. You gotta give Lewis an interview. I don't care where you gotta do, what you gotta miss.
Well, see, now I'm trying to do it big. I would love to have her come to this. I got a studio.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna be, like really doing it, like live, like on some joint, like.
Ain't even no question whether she gonna come, man. Like the relationship we built when we was in school, man. We can ask people to do anything.
Man, come on. I want Thad. I need Thad on.
Man, I
want Javaris. Shout out to Javaris. Javaris free.
Yeah, I'm glad Var's free too, man.
Yeah, man.
That's I don't want to speak on it. We had enough.
Yeah, it is, shout out to my guy Smoke. Got to get Smoke on here.
Smoke could come through. Smoke always.
Even virtually, we can tap in like this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had like it's 35 minutes.
We've been talking about doing stuff like this, but you seem like you got the whole setup. Like you already did your homework.
Yeah, well, I'm about I think about 19. I'm approaching 20 interviews done. I've been, at it for probably about 2 years, like just messing around with this. That's why, I got my setup.
Mm-hmm.
I got a mixer coming. Just like, so even when I do it locally, just keep putting out better quality. I got a light and stuff set up. So like, it's, like, I don't know if you saw how I talked to Amo about having you guys on sometime to be able to do kind of how like Killer Cam does his, where it makes where they kind of sit down and talk about sports. We won't be. I don't want to be as explicit because I want to try to. We can be ourselves, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. You ain't got.
I want to get branded. I want people to want to pay me. $20,000 a month for ads and stuff like that.
Yo, we need this type of this space right here for us anyway. We all done got older. We all got our own lives and stuff going on, but we ain't gonna never forget that we've been through that fight.
See, to me, I just feel like we deserve a hand in sports media because of because we lived it.
Mm-hmm.
We are sports. We were consumed by it. Our children play sports. So there's, we can speak on it on so many sides now. Things that we love and hate about the game now. Things we love and hate about social media being in it. I love the side of NIL deals, and I think the athletes aren't being creative enough by, on trying to attack that, building their social media follow, posting about their lifestyle around basketball.
They need
not trying to be Lil Baby on social media and trying to be more like LeBron. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig what you. Be more. I'm gonna leave my guys.
You gotta be more corporate. Like it's a game. You gotta play the game, bro. Life is. You gotta know. Like on 2K, if y'all when they ask the questions on my player, you depending on what button you click, that's gonna depend on your morale or your position on the team.
Are you trying
to do that? It's the same
team take, or are you trying to appeal to the fans?
Come on,
Which one?
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna post this, man. Look, I'm gonna just leave this up raw, man. Pause. Like I'm gonna just leave this up and let let the people dissect this themselves. And then, but I will chop this up and put in some mini clips of some of the things that we talked about, man. And we'll just keep tapping in, but for sure.
All right, Lou. Appreciate you having me on, man. I hope I see more and more of you on this right here, my boy.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely, man. We I like having just different co-hosts pop on, and then we'll have segments where we talk about specific topics and stuff like that, just to keep building this thing out, bro.
I appreciate